Welcome to Spiritual Mystic. My name is Katrina, and this is your Enchanted Journey card reading for Friday, October the 6th, 2017. Today's card is the Bone Collector. That sounds very ominous, but if you look at this, she's a really sweet old lady who's smiling at you. This card initially makes me think of a really old country song called Digging Up Bones. And in the song, the man is going through old photographs of a lost love, and he's digging up the bones of his memories that are still painful and keep him from moving on to find true happiness. And that is what the Bone Collector is telling us. We all carry bones from wounds and traumas and chaos and traumatic events that we dealt with in our life. And sometimes those bones leave us wounded and scarred, and we don't move on with our lives the way we should. They cause us to accept a version of ourselves that isn't authentic, that isn't true, that isn't really us. And those bones need to be dug up, looked at, thanked, put back in the ground. But this time we need to bury them properly, because they're like zombies that aren't really dead. They taunt us from the corners of our subconscious and cause us to think things about ourselves that really isn't true and that make us uncomfortable just trying to be ourselves. Some bones are worth keeping. And what the Bone Collector does, she collects all the bones for you and for me and for everyone else. And every person has their own little plot, and the Bone Collector saved the bones of our traumas, the bones of traumatic events, the bones of the happiest times in our lives. And we need to retrieve those bones, look at them, figure out which ones are authentic and true and really good memories. And that's really all this is about, is memories, old events, because I think I talked Wednesday about the ghost lands and the fact that we can't live in the past, we can't go back there and live again. The Bone Collector is basically telling us that those old memories are dead things that we need to bury and then leave behind. I know that any time I go to a funeral, the actual funeral itself usually doesn't bother me because I have a very unique idea about death and what happens to us when we leave our bodies. But the cemeteries always bother me. Especially when I was a child, I felt like we were abandoning these people. We put them in the ground and then we walked away. And it felt like abandonment to me. The Bone Collector is telling you, go through those memories. If they're good memories, keep them. Build a vision board of all your happy memories, of all the things in your life that still cause you to smile and to think fondly of people and places and things. But if those bones hurt, or they're regurgitating an old wound or really horrible feelings that you wish you had never felt, then it's time to bury them and leave them there, abandon them, because you don't need them anymore. If you need help with this, or if you're going through a grieving process, I know it's extremely hard for people. Death terrifies most people, and I actually hate that word because I don't believe death is real. I believe it's an illusion. We are energy. We cannot die. We can only change shape and form. And that's basically what happens when we leave our bodies behind. We're changing shape and form. And I feel like there may be somebody out there who's grieving right now, or who may be ill and they're afraid of their own transition to the spirit world. You can contact me on my website. The link is on this video, and I will be more than happy to help anyone who wants more information about this. Or if you need help letting go of really bad memories, I can help you with that also. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.